Get ready for breaking news. Trump has dropped a massive roast, calling out billionaire Mark Cuban for his big mistake in backing Kamala Harris for 2024. We dive into the controversy and what it means for the political landscape right now. Examine the role of Mark Cuban in this healthcare push. This is the story that matters. From political jabs to trillion-dollar tech debates, we have the full breakdown of Trump roasting Mark Cuban, the AI token tax battle, and the massive drug program expansion. Don't miss a second of this action. Follow us on YouTube now for all the latest updates, and hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Former President Donald Trump has sharply criticized billionaire Mark Cuban for supporting Kamala Harris in the 2024 election. The statement, reported by the Economic Times, was delivered in a pointed manner, suggesting that Cuban's decision was a significant error. This commentary highlights the ongoing political sparring and the high-stakes nature of endorsements within the current political landscape. The exchange underscores the intense scrutiny faced by prominent figures who align themselves with political candidates, particularly in the lead-up to major elections. Mark Cuban has proposed a novel approach to regulating the artificial intelligence industry by implementing a tax on AI tokens, a move that could fundamentally alter the business models of major technology companies. The proposal suggests a federal levy of less than 50 cents per million AI tokens processed by commercial providers. Tokens in this context refer to the small data chunks processed by large language models during user interactions, such as chatbot responses or generated images. Open-source and locally run AI models would be excluded from this tax. Cuban argues that this measure is necessary to address accountability, the immense energy consumption of AI infrastructure, and the future economics of big tech, which is currently driven by rapid scaling. He believes the tax would generate significant federal revenue, potentially reaching $10 billion annually, and crucially, would incentivize companies to become more efficient. By introducing a usage-based cost, the proposal aims to pressure AI firms to optimize tokenization, routing, and processing to reduce wasteful computation and lower energy consumption. This concept mirrors Cuban's previous stance on cryptocurrency regulation, suggesting that industries often resist early government oversight until they realize the need for structure to foster mainstream adoption. He posits that AI has reached a stage where unchecked growth presents significant long-term risks, necessitating early guardrails. However, the proposal has drawn sharp criticism. Opponents, including some tech executives and founders like Palmer Luckey, warn that a federal tax could erode American competitiveness by pushing businesses and developers toward foreign AI providers operating outside the U.S. tax system. There are also concerns that token-based taxation could lead to intrusive federal tracking of AI activity. The debate encapsulates a central tension within the AI sector, balancing rapid innovation with necessary accountability. Cuban frames the issue as one of responsibility for the societal shifts AI will create, questioning whether governments should intervene early to shape incentives or allow unrestricted innovation to mature. While facing significant political headwinds, Cuban's proposal highlights a growing trend where AI regulation may focus less on the models themselves and more on the underlying economic systems supporting them, signaling a potential shift in how technological progress is governed. Donald Trump made a pointed comment regarding Mark Cuban's business endeavors while discussing healthcare affordability on live television, labeling it a big mistake. The remarks came during a rollout of an expansion to the TrumpRx program, a healthcare initiative involving Mark Cuban. The exchange drew attention, particularly because Cuban had previously endorsed former Vice President Kamala Harris during the 2024 presidential election. A reporter highlighted the significance of Trump standing alongside Cuban. Trump's comment, "Well, he made a mistake. It was a big mistake," elicited laughter from his entourage, including Dr. Mehmet Oz, the administrator for the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Cuban reportedly responded with a sly grin before dismissing the comment with a shrug. Trump continued his remarks, stating, "It says we love people, we love our country. He's got a good company, and he's gonna do a lot of business with this." The expansion of the TrumpRx program aims to incorporate generic drugs into the initiative. The interaction underscores the complex intersection of political commentary, business interests, and healthcare policy in the current climate. President Donald Trump announced a significant expansion of TrumpRx, the government's discounted drug website, adding over 600 generic medications. This move is framed as a major breakthrough in lowering healthcare costs, with Trump calling TrumpRx the hottest thing in medicine. The expansion is facilitated through partnerships with other online pharmacies, including Amazon Pharmacy, GoodRx, and Mark Cuban's Cost Plus Drugs. The announcement comes amid criticism from Democrats who have questioned the effectiveness of TrumpRx, suggesting that many initial brand name drugs featured were already cheaper with insurance or had lower-cost generic alternatives available elsewhere. The initiative is also positioned as a direct response to voter concerns regarding affordability ahead of the November midterm elections, particularly as Americans grapple with rising health costs due to cuts to Medicaid and the expiration of Enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies. It is important to note that TrumpRx functions as a facilitator, directing users to direct-to-consumer websites for purchases and offering pharmacy coupons, rather than acting as a direct seller. The platform initially launched in February with over 40 medications, including weight loss drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy. Despite the addition of generics, experts caution that potential savings vary significantly based on individual patient circumstances. Renat Conti, a professor at Boston University's Questrom School of Business, noted that for most Americans with health insurance, using their existing coverage is generally the better financial option than paying cash through TrumpRx. However, she suggested that the increased generic options on the site would likely benefit uninsured individuals or those with high deductibles. Mark Cuban, a political independent who has previously campaigned for Democrat Kamala Harris, has publicly supported the work being done to reduce drug costs, even advocating for the inclusion of drugs available on his own site on the government platform. The Trump administration has also pursued other strategies, including negotiating deals with the 17 major drug makers to match or lower drug prices seen in other developed nations.